Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Math Club. In this video, we're going to talk about question 5. Work out the angles marked with letters. Give a reason for each step. Now, we're going to talk about these shapes and we're going to find the angles and give reasons for each step that we do. Let's take a look at the first shape, which is A here. Now, we can see that this one is 5 meters and this one is 5 meters. This means what? It means that the shape has two lines which have the same length. It means it's an isosceles triangle. And we know that isosceles triangles have what? They have the same base angles. So these two angles are the same. And I have a top angle here. So how can I find the base angles? Very good. All the angles add up to 180. So I'm going to do what? I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to say 180 minus the angle that I have, which is 50. Yes. So minus 50 equals 130. Very good. Now, after subtracting the angle, I end up with 130. Now, this 130, I can use it in both of these angles because the sum of these angles is 130. Now I'm going to do what? I'm going to divide it by 2. Very good. So when you subtract, then you divide by 2. Now let me divide by 2 here. Divide this by 2. So 130 divided 2 equals what? Yeah. Equals, I can use a calculator. So 130 divide 2 equals 65. Good. So A here is 65. And this is how you find base angles of isosceles triangles. Now let's move on to the next shape that has the same idea. This question has the same idea. We know that this is 120 and this is an isosceles triangle. So I'm going to do the same, subtract and then divide by 2. I'm going to say 180 minus 120 equals 60. And then I'm going to divide the 60 by 2. So 60 divide 2, which will equal what? Very good. It will equal 30. So 60 divide 2 equals 30. Here. Now, this one is 30. Same idea between A and B. Subtract from 180 and then divide by 2. Once you know the angle on the top, you subtract from 180 and then divide by 2. Same idea here. This is 90. We know that this is 90. And it's an angle on top of the triangle because these two lines are the same here and here. So I'm going to subtract from 180 and then divide by 2. So 180 minus 90 equals 90. And then I'm going to divide 90 by 2. So 90 divided 2 equals 45. Very good. So equals 45. Now I'm going to take the fraction line, put it here, and I'm going to put 45 next to the C. Now let's move on to the next one. In the next question, there's a different idea. What is the different idea? They didn't give me the one on top. They gave me the one in the base. And I know that in isosceles triangles, the base angles are the same. So this angle and this angle are the same. So this one is 40. Same idea with this one. It's 40. Because in isosceles triangles, the base angles are the same. And the one on top is the different one. Now, how can I find the different angle? Very good. I'm going to add both of them and then subtract it from 180. So I'm going to say 180. Let me make it bigger so you can see it. So 180 minus these together, which gives me 80. And this will equal 100. So D here is 100. And this is how you answer a question like this. As I told you, first, if you know the angle on top, you can subtract from 180 and then divide by 2. But if you know the angle in the base or the bottom, you just put the same angle, add them, and then subtract them from 180, you will get the angle on top. And this is how you answer a question like this. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.